Hey there, this is Josh with Land Cruiser Overland. Today, we're going to be installing this remote mount transmission cooler on this Trail Hunter. As you can see, I've already popped the fenders loose. So what you're going to do is we're going to take out each one of these screws all the way up to here, and then just grab the fender and go boop, and it pops right off. Did the same thing to the other side. Now I'm going to lower it down. I'm going to get these top couple screws, and I'll get back with you and we'll get this thing put in. Shouldn't be a big job. Alrighty guys, and I'm back. Had to take a little while and get this figured out. So what I did to set this thing up was right here I drilled a hole in the bumper. I removed this plastic piece, I drilled a hole in the metal bumper right there, and put a 6mm rivet nut in the bumper. That allowed me to screw the bolt directly into it. Then, right here and right here, I used a 6mm Allen. You can get to the back of this one with a nut. You can get to the back of this one with a nut. That holds it very secure with those two attachment points. I did add a 6mm rivet nut right here, with the plans in the future to add another bracket right there when I get the winch installed, but we're not there yet. I went ahead and took the two power and ground leads that came from the unit, because it has fans on the back of it here. That way you don't need airflow, it'll suck its own air. I took those wires, ran the ground up through the back of the headlight, comes up here to my ground point. That's what I use for my Garmin. And the power wire I ran up over, secured it back behind here, secured it right there, secured it behind here, and in through and right there to the auxiliary port switch output. That way when I turn the switches on in the dash, the fan comes on. So I'll show you how that works in just a little bit here. Let me get this put back together. Oh, and the lines. Here's the lines. I use these permanent ends. These are called a stepless ear clamp. Routed the cables in through here, or the hoses. Oh, I'm gonna grab my flashlight. Hoses come through here. I used a 3/8 barbed fitting to connect the two hoses. The original one that goes into the radiator right there, and the new one that comes out of the radiator and goes up to the front. So all we did is disconnect this one from the radiator right there and connect one hose to the hose coming off the transmission cooler going to the front, and the other one returns from the front and goes into the radiator. That way, when it's pumping fluid through the radiator, it goes to the transmission cooler up front and then back to the transmission. Anyway, let me get this put back together here and I'll get right back with you. All right, update. I was test fitting the front end. I had to take this, I had to take the whole thing and shift it over. So I had to move it over that much. I had to move it over from the middle hole that I drilled to the end hole. I had to move it half the distance of this thing, probably, what is it, 4 to 6 inches? Because this was hitting on the Baja S1 light that sits right here in the vent. If I had a 90-degree AN6 fitting, so it went like this, instead of going straight up, I would have been just fine. But that was my issue, is I don't have a fitting and it's Sunday. So I had to shift it over to make it work. It'll still fit with the side. I went and unbolted everything and shifted it over and retest fit it, and it looks like it fits just fine. So I'll get back to you here when I got this all put back together. Alrighty there. We got her all back together. Nothing sticking out, nothing blocking the radiator or the intercooler. Like if you stacked another one in front. There she is, right down there. The lines go right through there, come out to there. All right, let's start her up. I don't have to start it for this. Just got to turn the key on and turn the fans on. And there she is, humming away. That'll keep her nice and cool on the trail. Alrighty guys, you got any more videos you want to see, let me know.